So if you're a complete beginner and you want to start doing YouTube automation in 2025, but you just don't know where to start, in the next 10 minutes or so, or however long this video is going to be, I'm going to tell you the easiest way that you could start. Starting off with the very first thing that you have to do when it comes to doing anything, whether it's TikTok automation, YouTube automation, you have to pick one niche you want to go into. So to not make this video an hour long, the way that I've always picked every single one of my niches is simply through doing research. All I do is I go on YouTube or I even go on Twitter and I'll look all over YouTube and Twitter and I'll try to find niches that have demand. Now the most important thing that you need to understand is when you're looking for a niche, never look for something that's unsaturated. I know a lot of the times you'll hear people on YouTube telling you to pick this specific niche because it's unsaturated. That's not always a good thing. People will say this niche is unsaturated, and I've probably said that a bunch of times as well, because it's what people want to hear. When a beginner hears unsaturated, automatically they think that, oh wait, this niche is unsaturated, I can jump into it right now and make $1 million, but that's not how it works. There's a higher chance of a niche being unsaturated because it doesn't work, rather than it being unsaturated because no one's actually tried it. So on the screen right now is a homepage of one of my channels, and all the videos that you see right now are in the niche that I'm currently in. Now this is how I knew this was a good niche, because when I looked around, I noticed that there was a lot of different channels making the same exact type of videos, which means that there's competition. Competition is good. Competition means that this works. There's demand. People actually want to watch the videos that you're making. If there's no competition, if no one's doing the same thing that you're doing, that means nobody wants to watch it. Now I think that's the simplest way to tell you which niche to pick. I'll make a separate video giving you guys a bunch of different options of what niches to pick. But to go into the next step, once you've decided what niche you want to pick, obviously now you make the channel. Now do not overcomplicate the channel. If you want, you could even use ChatGPT for the name, for the description, for everything. That's the part that you want to just speed through. However, if you're somebody who doesn't want to go through the process of getting 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subs, and you just want to start making money instantly on a channel, there is a website that I've used in the past as well just to verify that it actually works, and it does actually work, where you can get monetized YouTube accounts with no botted followers. Now I have shown this website in the past as well because I used to use it for TikTok, and they are one of the cheapest around, and from my experience they're the most reliable ones. So I'll leave a link to this website in the description with a code there that you can also use to get an extra 5% off, just in case some of you guys out there don't want to go through the process of getting your account monetized. I have seen comments as well in the past of people asking, is it worth it to buy an account? It's completely up to you. Some people take months, like 3, 4, 5 months to get an account monetized. Some people take a couple weeks to get an account monetized. It's completely up to you. If you don't want to go through the process of getting the account monetized and you just want to start making money right away, then you can buy an account. Now once you've picked the niche and you've made the account, the next step is going to be to actually start making the videos. Now what I always recommend, whenever you're doing YouTube automation, whatever niche you've picked, follow and subscribe everybody that's in your niche. Because what you'll notice is, once you're subscribed to all of them, like for example right here on my screen, I have a bunch of different video ideas that I could do. So when I wake up in the morning and I come sit here and I'm like, okay, time to make a video, I don't have to think and be like, okay, so what kind of video idea am I going to do right now? Let's click on this channel right here and we'll go over to their videos. By the way, one other thing I want to mention, this channel doesn't necessarily have that, but when you're looking for a good video to replicate or a good channel to replicate, ideally what you want to be looking for is a channel with a high view to low sub ratio. For example, if you see a video like this one right here, 1.1 million views, if this channel had like 20, 30K subs, that would be like a gold mine. That would be the most perfect type of video to replicate because the channel is small and the video did amazing, which means that there's demand for that video. But let's say I did all my research and I decided the video that I wanted to do was stop coming. The reason masturbation is killing your spirit. And once I click on this video, you'll notice exactly why I've picked this niche. Not because of the masturbation part. Now I've put the volume all the way down just so you guys can hear me instead of the video. But you'll notice in this video, like there's subtitles, and for the entire video, there's just images, still images, with like a tiny bit of animation in the background. And they change like every once in a while, and there's like a transition in between. Almost all my pages are exactly like this. I try to never do videos where I have to find clips on my own because I know that's what most people hate, and to be honest, I don't like that as well. Now once I pick the video that I want to replicate, what I do is I head over to this website, Genlify. It's pretty much a YouTube transcript extractor. I'm sure there's a lot of other ways that you can do it. This is just how I do it. And I copy the URL and I just paste it into here. What the hell is this? And then you just gotta play a little game, figure this one out. Sometimes I'm a little autistic when it comes to these. And then all I do is I copy the transcript and I put it into a Google Docs. No particular reason, just because I want to be organized. And then what I do is I take the entire script and I put it into ChatGPT and I tell ChatGPT to summarize the script for me. Now the reason why I tell it to summarize the script is because from what I've noticed, when you tell it to summarize a script and then you get it to make a brand new script, because it's already summarized it, it kind of has a better idea on what to say. Now, I could be completely wrong, but this is just the way that I've done it, and I've seen good results from it. And then I'll give it some sort of prompt like this. Now, I used to have a prompt that I use for pretty much every single video that I make, but now I tend to just change the prompt every single time because I have better results making a different prompt for each specific video. So for this one, what I wrote was, okay, perfect. So what I want you to do is create a new script, taking ideas from the original script that I sent you. The idea is going to be the reason masturbation is killing your spirit. Wonderful idea. I want you to not copy the script word by word, but use it as an outline as that video did good. I need the script to be around 5,000 words. Usually 5,000 words is going to be around like 25 to 30 minutes because obviously it doesn't actually get to 5,000 words. Most time it just stops at like 3,500 to 4,000. One, making the script talk in a mysterious tone and add your own stories into it. I want them to be kind of like nonchalant, have some sort of aura. Also, I know you will stop at a certain amount of words before reaching the final mark, so don't add a conclusion until I say this is the last one, so it flows seamlessly. Now, this one's very important for me because if I don't add this, and it'll make the first script, even though I told it to make 5,000 words, it'll stop at like 1,200 words, or sometimes even less, like 800 words. And then it will add a conclusion at the bottom. So pretty much, that's the final script. If I tell it to not add a conclusion, it'll just cut off at like 800 words. And then I'll tell it to continue, and it'll continue right where it left off, so it flows better. Also, write in a way where it's only the narrator's part speaking, making it easy to copy and paste the parts into a voiceover software. Make sure to start with a good hook. Now, the part about the narrator speaking is also very important because whenever I don't put that in, you'll notice here how it says like summary of script, key points. It'll put that in, and obviously when you're making the scripts and putting into the voiceover software, you don't want that into the script. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to tweak the script that ChatGPT is going to give me all that much, or at all, to be honest. But when I'm making my own videos for my own channels, obviously I do tweak it a lot. Like, I would never usually take this right away. I would tweak it a little bit, change some stuff about it, make it better, and then take it and then start adding on to it. But if we copy the script from ChatGPT and we put it over into a Google Doc, and then we just want to check how much words it is, it's 1,009 words. So even though I told it 5,000 words, like I said, it'll stop at 1,009 words. But you'll notice at the end, it says, let's continue this journey. You're closer than you think to unlocking your true potential. Are you ready? Keep listening. We've only scratched the surface. Like, this part kind of probably would have changed a little bit, but it's not a conclusion. Like, it's a good way that you can just easily and seamlessly transition over to the next part. So all I do is I go back to ChatGPT and I just tell it to continue. And I'll do this maybe like 4 or 5 times, and then I'll get the final video. For the last one, I don't just say continue. I say continue. This is the last one, so it actually makes a conclusion for it. Now, I'm not going to do that for this one, obviously, but once you've got all of them done and you have your entire script, let's say it's like 5,000 words, 6,000, however many words you want it to be. Now it's time for the voiceovers. Now, for the voiceovers, there's multiple methods that you can pick. I'm going to tell you guys for everything here is exactly how I always do it. The way that I sometimes do it, and I've mentioned this in the past as well, it's a completely free method. But I don't know if it still works. It still works for me, but that's maybe because I never update my phone. But for 11 Labs, which is a software that almost everybody uses, it is obviously paid. Like, I use it on my computer and I do pay for it, but I also use it on my phone and I don't pay for it. On the phone, sometimes what I'll do is I'll email this over to myself on my phone. I'll open it and I'll copy everything and I'll go into the mobile version of the phone and I'll put it into there, and you can actually listen to it. You can't do anything apart from just listen to it, but you can also screen record it. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll screen record the audio on my phone and it'll actually pick up the audio from the voiceover, and it's completely free, and you have unlimited characters as well. The only issue is you're set to certain voiceovers. Now, I'm going to be honest, I use the very generic voices and they're still monetizable for me, so don't think that's going to be an issue. But if that doesn't work, then the only other option you have is to pay. Now, I'm not going to talk about the voiceover too much because it's, to be honest, extremely straightforward. What I'll do is I'll go into 11 Labs, I'll go into the project section, not the normal section, the project section, because I can paste everything over at once. And it flows extremely nice as well. I've done this multiple times and never had an issue with it ever. And I'll paste everything and then I'll just wait for it to convert. The video that I showed you has a bunch of still images. 2 ways you can get still images. The first method is going to be Leonardo AI. All you have to do is go into image creation. And the one that I've been doing a lot has been Flow State, because it gives you like a bunch of images. And this one's been free. I don't know why it's free, but it's been free. Like, I don't use any credits, which, I mean, I'll take. I'm not going to ask any questions. And you can give it any prompt. So for this one, we were doing like the stop masturbating video. I'll just do like guy not touching himself, and we'll generate it. Sure, that's not what I meant, but yeah. And depending on how long the video is, you can get as many pictures as you want. If you don't want to use AI, then just head over to Pexels or Pexabay or Pixabay, whatever you want to say. This one is for videos, and it's also pretty good because you can get like a 30-second video, and it's like a, you know, nice motion, whatever it is. and then you can just get a brand new video and transition over to the next one. And get as many pictures, as many videos as you want, and then you'll go over to CapCut. And once you're in CapCut, I'm not going to talk about this too much because it'll just take way too long. I'm just going to explain to you guys how I pretty much do it. This is a very, very old video that I've made. The thing at the bottom is just the voiceover. So this is from 11 Labs. Extremely simple. Take it from 11 Labs, put it into here, you're done. The thing above it is just like a soundtrack that I have. It's just like a waterfall thing. And then over here is all the pictures, and you'll notice that these change like every 30 seconds or so, and there's a transition in between every single one of them. And then here I have a bunch of effects, the ones that I always use. You can use these as well if you want. Film frame, but for film frame, actually no, this one's fine. I think it's noise. Yeah, noise, I put the speed all the way down. Retro DVD, I put it at 50 and 14 strength. You can tweak this however you want. Old 2, I put it at 10. And vibration flash, I put everything as low as possible because if you don't, it gives you like an aneurysm. And then obviously subtitles, and you're done. That's pretty much it. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions about anything related to this, you can leave it in the comment section below. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because obviously that helps me make more videos on this channel as well. But yeah, that's about it.